This sudden incident happened while a group of young guys were just standing around talking like normal. Nobody expected everything to flip in literally a moment. It happened in Vietnam on the 18th of January 2026, and it spread insanely fast all over social media. A lot of people watched it and could only say one thing: this is seriously crazy. So at that moment, the electric motorbike is being ridden by a guy in a black shirt. He's going along normally, and then out of nowhere, he gets thrown off the bike in a really unexpected way. And what's weird is, the bike doesn't even fall over. It just keeps rolling forward, like nothing happened. And then it goes straight into a VinFast 3 that's parked right along the curb. When you get to this part, it's honestly like, I don't even know how to explain it either. It feels like something just doesn't make sense here. Like, was it slippery? Did he lose his balance? Or was it some kind of spiritual force or whatever? Because the guy goes down, but the bike keeps cruising like it's totally fine. Watching it is legit creepy. At a brick production site in India, a truck is being guided into position during a routine loading job. One worker is standing near a stack of finished bricks, using hand signals to help the driver park. And you're not going to believe what happens next. So, it's possible that as the truck moved, the vibration made part of that brick stack unstable. You can see multiple bricks start falling, and they slam right into the worker's back. Stacks of materials can get unstable when vehicles move close by, and honestly, you have to treat that as a hazard that's already there. Luckily, the man only had a minor injury to his back, but still, that was a close call, right? Someone in Slovenia managed to catch this absolutely crazy moment on camera. This roof looks paper thin, and in just a few seconds, the wind literally rips it up and sends it flying. The wind is blowing so hard, it's peeling roofs off house after house. You can see trees getting knocked over, and a bunch of structures getting slammed down in different areas. In Ljubljana, a few people had minor injuries, and in the city of Kranj, around 70 homes had their roofs blown off. What really stands out is how strong the gusts got in Ljubljana at one point. It reportedly hit 102 kilometers per hour. And watching this, yeah, you get why people there couldn't even believe what they were seeing. Here's a horrifying video from inside a woodworking shop in northern Vietnam. A worker is cutting a long wooden board on a table saw during a normal day on the job. He's feeding the material by hand, there's no support stand behind it, and he's not using a push stick. While he's cutting, the board loses stability and suddenly kicks back from the saw blade area, slamming into the worker's body. Everything stops immediately. The co-workers around him rush in to help. Table saw work really needs proper material support and push tools to control how the wood moves. And from what was recorded, the man's hand was injured. Watching this, I'm honestly scared of saw blades. A construction worker in Russia recorded this video. They were out on the job site, and then this really weird situation happens. Like, the more you watch, the crazier it feels.
Руки не подставляй. Вот он. Красавец, Саня, красавец. Как собака, да?
During their lunch break, this small brown bear suddenly shows up and starts hanging around, coming up close like it's asking for food. And it doesn't freak anyone out, honestly. The workers seem more amused than anything, and they even share a little bit of food with it. It looks kind of fun on camera, but it's also pretty risky, because a bear is still a wild animal. But in the end, everything turns out okay, nobody gets hurt, and it was a close call. This is a terrifying CCTV clip. On the morning of December 8, a motorbike rider pulls over on the side of the road near a residential area. While everything around him still looks normal, people walking, local traffic moving like usual. All of a sudden, a huge rock breaks loose from the slope above the road and starts rolling fast down onto the paved street. The security camera shows the rock dropping onto the road and crushing the parked motorbike, and it ends up blocking both lanes completely. The rider, who had stepped away from the bike just a few minutes earlier, avoids getting hit directly, and reports say he wasn't injured. And honestly, roads that run under natural slopes like this need regular geological monitoring and clear hazard control measures, especially after long periods of heavy rain. A scary video filmed by people in India is blowing up online right now. After days of heavy rain in Kangra district, Himachal Pradesh, an old bridge over the Chaki River on the route connecting Pathankot with Himachal suddenly partially collapsed.
Em 2022, uma ponte na Índia não resistiu à força da natureza. Chuvas incessantes tornaram a correnteza do rio muito mais forte, que simplesmente levou a estrutura embora.
The floodwater basically rips out almost the entire middle section of the bridge, and everything comes to a complete standstill. Before this happened, they'd already stopped vehicles from using it, and after the collapse, authorities also banned pedestrians too, because they were worried the part that's still standing could come down next. You can see officials show up, they put up warning tape, and they start directing people to take another way. And they're saying they'll repair it soon, or just rebuild the bridge completely. And the craziest part is, when it collapsed, there was nobody on it. So there were no injuries. It was a close call. In Hedgehoe, Quang Thach province, a sedan is driving through a road construction zone. You can see a bunch of traffic cones set up to narrow the lane and basically tell drivers to slow down. As the car gets into the work area, the driver tries to steer into the next lane to avoid those cone markers. But in that split-second confusion, the sedan sideswipes a truck traveling close by. That impact makes the sedan lose control, and it ends up dropping straight into an excavation pit right next to the road. According to local traffic police, the driver and everyone in the car weren't injured. And when you watch this, it's a real close call. Construction zones can change the road layout, fast lanes get tight, signs pop up, and if you're not paying attention for even a moment, stuff like this can happen really quick. A hiker accidentally captured this really dangerous moment on video. The clip shows a massive rock slide that suddenly happened in the Alps in the Wimbachtaris area of Berchtesgaden National Park in Germany back in August 2025. A huge chunk of rock estimated at around 4,000 cubic meters came crashing down onto a hiking trail that normally has a lot of people passing through. The person filming was only a few hundred meters from where it fell, and they got a minor leg injury, but they still managed to walk down on their own to the Wimbachtaris hut. And even though it was peak hiking season, nobody else was hurt in this incident. It could have been much worse. In the Kala industrial area in India, a cardboard packaging factory was still running, even though things were locked down because of COVID-19. Since they made packaging for the pharmaceutical industry, they were allowed to keep operating. And then during that shift, a really serious incident happened. While everything looks normal, you can see a worker standing pretty close to a machine that's running on the cardboard processing line. And with the machine still moving, he accidentally makes contact with a part that's in motion. Things happen really fast. It causes severe injuries, and later on, the victim didn't survive. And yeah, this one is disturbing. Industrial machines need proper guarding, clear separation zones, and people should never be able to get that close while the equipment is still running.